Okay guys, here we are with a deck commentary. Right, a deck recipe. And we have Obelisk frogs. And this is a request by ScRuBZILLa, and he wanted me to build it. But what I basically did was just took my frog deck and made it Obelisk frogs, so. Yep. And anyone else that's interested in it, you can go ahead and watch this video and tell me what you think about it. Alrighty. So let's see. We have two Kai's the Shadow Monarchs. You tribute summon him and you can banish. That says banish, right? Banish one card, and if you banish a dark monster, you inflict 1,000 damage. You banish this card also, and it'll inflict 1,000 damage because it's a dark. Double dupe frog. He is treated. His name is treated as Des Frog when he's on the field, and your opponent can't select another target for an attack other than this. When he hits the graveyard, he allows you to get a frog from your deck or graveyard and add it to your hand. So if you have two of these, you have a dupe frog lock, which makes it so your opponent can't attack. Because he has to choose this one, but there's another one. It's just like infinite loop, and you just can't attack. Two Fishboard Blasters. His effect is if you have a level 3 or lower water type, you can discard a card and special summon it. Also, if you want to synchro summon, all the other stuff has to be water. So you would have to use like dupe frogs if you wanted to synchro or anything water based. He's also a level 1 tuner, so you make some pretty good synchros. Two flip-flop frogs. I thought I saw a bug, but I'm matching things, I think. Yep. Okay, so two flip-flop frogs. So it has the ability of flipping itself face down. Anytime this card becomes face up, it can return up to the amount of frogs you have. Frog monsters you have on your opponent. Okay, so if you have like 3 frog monsters, this card can return 3 monsters on your opponent's side of the field. So that's pretty good. Even when it's attacked, it works like that too. One Gore's Emissary Darkness. So I've gone over it. If you have a clear field and you take battle damage, you can summon a token equal to the amount of battle damage you took. Or if you take effect damage while you have no cards in the field, you would take the effect damage and then you would inflict the same amount of damage right back at your opponent and special summon this card. One Light and Darkness. This is a pretty interesting card. You can't special summon, and it's also treated as dark. What his ability is, anytime a spell or trap or monster effect will be activated, it negates it. It loses 500 each time, and if it's unable to lose 500, it can't negate anymore. That doesn't explain why that other time, whatever. So the other part's effect is if it's destroyed, it can let you special summon another monster, but before it does that, it destroys everything on your field, like every card you control. Also can't negate counter traps because of speed spell being 2, I believe, right? Or 1. So, yep. Pretty good. Your opponent hates this card so much, and with 5 cards, you usually will be negating like 3 of them, so you'll be at 1300, but your opponent will be low on monsters or something. So we have 3 Mother Grizzlies. It is like the main searcher of the deck, and when it is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a water monster with 1500 or less attack in attack position. So you can go Mother Grizzly, Substitute, Dupe Frog, Fishboard, whatever you fancy. One Obelisk Tormentor. I don't even know what this picture's from, but you could get away with 2 of these, but I had to make room for light and darkness. So what this card does is it requires 3 tributes, like every other Judging God. And sadly it's the only one in this game. So it states that its normal summon can't be negated, so you can't really do anything about that. And what's it called? When you normal summon cards, or when normal summoned cards and effects cannot be activated. What? I'm confused now. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon cards and effects cannot be activated. Oh, so they can't activate anything in response to the summon of this card, unless they're special summoned. So let's see. It can't be targeted by spells, traps, or card effects. So stuff like Dragoon, Plasma. Actually, I think Plasma actually negates its effect. Never mind. Kapal's Magic Cylinder, anything that targets him is negated. If it was special summoned, if this card was special summoned at the end phase, it goes back to the grave, and its main effect is you tribute 2 monsters, and it destroys all your opponent's monsters, right? Yeah, it destroys all your opponent's monsters, but this card cannot attack. And with a 4000 attack and defense, is pretty good. 2 oyster meisters, yeah. So when at 1600 attack, and when it's sent to the grave, except by battle, you can special summon a token for tributing for this. So yeah, it's pretty good. One Plague Spreader is a really good tuner. You can use it for 2 Dew Frogs and make a Bryonic, whatever you feel like. But his effect is, so I've gone over it, you return a card and special summon it from the graveyard. And that's basically what he does. 2 Substitute, I've gone over this too. I'm so tired. 2 Substitute, 2000 defense, like most of the frogs, and you tribute 1 monster and you special summon out a frog, except for Frog to Jam. And any frog-based monsters can't be destroyed other than Frog to Jam. I hate Frog to Jam, I know. And then 1 tree 1 frog. If you control no spells or traps during your standby phase, you can special summon this card. Wait, let's see this guy. Do not control IP. If this card is in your graveyard and you do not control a face-up Treeborn, you can special summon this card. Oh, I guess you can only do 1 Treeborn. Interesting. I don't get why this card is at 110. Must be some really good OTK. Anyways, 1 Book of Eclipse. What it does is when you flip it over, and it's a quick away spell, so you can activate any opponent's turn. But when this is activated, every card goes face down, and that's monster based. Unless there's some Morg or something dumb like that's on the field. Also, at the end phase, any card that is flipped over by its card's effect, your opponent draws 1 card for. So if they have 3 cards face down because of this, they draw 3. It is mainly to put dupes face down, flip-flops, and subs. 1 Brain Control, you pay 100 to take control of one of your opponent's face-up attack monsters. Card Destruction, you send your hand. You and your opponent send your hand to the graveyard and draw the same number of cards. Enemy Controller, you can activate it to switch your opponent's monster into defense or attack, whatever. And you can tribute 1 monster in your side of the field, which, if you didn't know, you could tribute Treeborn using it. using this card, and you still get Treeborn, but it's beside the point. And take control of one of your opponent's monsters until the end phase, so that's pretty good. Heavy Storm, destroy back row. Monster reborn to destroy or summon a monster from either player's graveyard. One Mystical Space Typhoon. Let me do this. Okay. One Mystical Space Typhoon, destroy a back row. Return 5 and draw 2. Keep your opponent can't attack for 3 turns, while boss on for 3 turns. Return a monster to the hand. Reflect an attack back, and your opponent takes damage equal to the battle damage. It destroys all opponent's monsters and attack. Let me go over the other ones before I go over this. Destroy when a monster is summoned, destroy all other monsters on the field, including the one you summoned. This is to negate all traps for OTKs. Usually Treant Assault would activate as well. Wamboku, you flip this over, your monsters take no battle damage, even if it's direct damage, and monsters can't be destroyed. And one Spiritual Water Art, IE, whatever. So you tribute one of your water monsters, you look at your opponent's hand, and you can send a card from their hand to the grave. This doesn't help out Dark Worlds because it sends, not destroys. So the extra deck is pretty normal. Bionic, Tiger King, Gunganir. What else is there? Sea Dragon Lord, whatever. Yeah, basically. I mean, I need to take this out because this is an older build, but you know, everything looks good. Here's my attempt at a side deck. So, one Dupe Frog. So you can use this next card called Des Croaking. Since Dupe Frog changes his name to Des Frog, you can activate this. And if you control 3 Des Frogs, you destroy everything on your opponent's side of the field. Kinda like Ojama Delta Hurricane, but I don't think you discard. Or something like that, I don't know. Froggy Force Field, it basically is when your opponent attacks one of your frogs, you can destroy all their attack position monsters. So basically it's Mirror Force for frogs. Substitute I've already gone over. Flip Flop I've gone over. Level them Area B so your opponent can't attack. So you can discard and destroy stuff. Any level 4s and higher get changed to defense. But let's see, so anything 1500 attack points or higher can't attack, and your opponent, or you have to pay 100 for it each time. I believe pay means it's the cost, so yeah. I don't know, I could be wrong. I think you could reverse it with Prime. I don't know. Anyways, you stall until you can get Obelisk out and Joel. Gravity Bind, just level 4s and higher can't attack, so you stop your opponent. And Cyber Dragon, because it's a great tribute card, and one True Nade to return everything a spell and trap related to hands. And if you ever run Cyber Dragon, you need to run Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. So that's why that's in here. So yeah, that was a short little deck recipe that I did there. I'm kind of glad I made it short, because I am not feeling too great today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck recipe, and I would love to hear some more suggestions on what you think I should add, what I should play, what deck recipes you want to see, what let's plays or anything you want to see. Mostly you guys want to see Yugioh, I get it, but yeah. So go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and this is Dragox55 signing out as soon as I find my stop button.